Okay, well, my name is Maureen Powers, and I'm the Executive Director of the YWCA of Lancaster. And I want to thank you for this opportunity to clarify for the community the position of the YWCA of Lancaster regarding recent events involving the case of Stephen Speece. It has been reported that two YWCA staff persons, Cynthia Charles and Chris Longenecker, attended the sentencing hearing of Mr. Speece and testified as character witnesses on his behalf with the knowledge of their supervisors. This has raised questions in the community regarding the judgment of those individuals and also their commitment and ability to support victims of sexual assault and, by extension, that of the YWCA. First, let me state unequivocally that the YWCA in no way endorses child pornography or any activity associated with that industry. The supervisors of these former employees did not know that they intended to speak at the hearing. Neither employee was hired as a counselor. Cynthia Charles was a part-time community educator, and Chris Longenecker was a part-time secretary for the program. And neither is currently employed by the YWCA. When we learned of their testimonies, we at the YWCA were horrified that they gave the impression that their supervisors knew in advance of their testimony and approved it. There is a cycle of horror and betrayal here that is like the ripples in a pool. It begins with the victim, flows out to those close to him, and then extends to and flows out to the institutions and community. This incident exemplifies the far-reaching effects of sexual abuse. In the case of child sexual abuse, the perpetrator is often someone the child knows and trusts. There is a sense of betrayal, confusion, pain, and anger. These feelings are also experienced by friends and family of the perpetrator. In the case of Stephen Speece, who downloaded and viewed child pornography, our two former staff persons knew him through their participation in local theater. Their experience of him was as a friend and a colleague. This does not excuse the fact that they gave the impression that their testimony in support of Mr. Speece had the backing of the YWCA. This was not the case and is very distressing to us all, especially to our sexual assault counselors. We know that many people feel betrayed by the YWCA. While we had no prior knowledge of the intentions of the staff involved, we are reviewing our policies and training materials to see where we might strengthen them to avoid such a conflict of interest in the future. We hope that the facts already stated will reassure the community that our position remains totally dedicated to fighting sexual assault and supporting its victims.